What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Tier List Video. Never done this before, so welcome to a Tier List Video, I should say. Now, I already did the tier list. I recorded the entire thing, and the background audio was way too loud. So you know what? We're just going to keep it. I'm going to go through here and talk about why I have who at where. I think that would be 10 times better than, you know, sitting through the entire thing of me placing them and everything, because it took a little while, bro. And, you know, we're just going to act like this bottom one doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Who cares? We're good. We got A through C. I don't think anybody really deserves D on my list, because I'm not that kind of, like, objective person to stuff, right? I just kind of like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like. That's it. It's not like, well, I could say them being bad. I don't care that much. Like, so we're going to go through here one by one, and we're going to talk about characters that are either super special to me. If I feel like I'm skipping over a couple characters, it's because I haven't watched their anime in a long time, but they've earned their spot, or whatever else, right? Yami Yugi. Yu-Gi-Oh! To the day that I die will be one of my favorite things. And it's strictly because when I was a little kid, I was straight up obsessed with Forbidden Memories. I had a PlayStation that has like a screen on the top of it. Yeah, I was privileged, fine. I had a PlayStation that was the screen on the top of it, and I'd play that thing everywhere. Like, Forbidden Memories that's all I can remember from my childhood besides Pokemon. Like, not even a joke. That's it. But I didn't watch Dragon Ball until I was like 12. So, we got Yami Yugi at number 1. I had to put him there. I had to do it to your boy, because I can still watch all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's still a good anime, a good series. Doesn't matter. It falls off after 5Ds, anime-wise. I don't mind the game as much, but, like, anime-wise, it does fall after 5Ds. 5Ds is actually really good, too. I actually recommend it. Okay, so we got Yami Yugi here. I had to put Goku right after, because as much as I don't think Goku is straight up an S-tier character, the nostalgia that's wrapped around my brain when it comes to Dragon Ball is too strong to not put Goku there. Too strong. That's just how it is. He's not an S-tier character, but there's definitely S-tier characters in Dragon Ball. But it's more just memories for me. You know what I mean? I would say Goku's more of an A-tier character. But Kakashi. Kakashi earns his spot in S-tier. By far, besides Jiraiya, because everybody likes Jiraiya. Everybody likes Jiraiya, doesn't matter who you are. Besides Jiraiya and older Naruto and Sasuke, Kakashi's probably my favorite character. Probably. I always love animes that touch on older characters, like when they've aged and everything. And Kakashi's he's dope through the entire thing. Naruto, he's dope through Shippuden, he's dope in every single movie. You can't hate Kakashi. It's just how life is. Ryuk. Ryuk is... I put him above L, and then I put Light in A tier, because I think Light is generically good. Like, he's crafted to be a really, really good character. Right? He's crafted for you to like him. And that, my brain instinctually is like, well, I don't like him as much then, because you're telling me to like him, basically. But I had to put Light at A tier. I do like L more than I like Light, just because their dynamic works so well off each other, but in the end, I just like L more. But then Ryuk is he's the perfect in-between the two, where he's just, you know. I already explained L. Levi. He's generic badass. That's it. I mean, he's generic badass. He, like, never fucks up. He never messes up. And it's like, he's just he's a good badass character. He's not a good character. His character's it's so boring. But his scenes where he's a badass, it makes up for it. Dog, I'm in. 100%. I'm in. Definitely. I actually don't remember his name. But I've seen the anime so many times that it is, like, ingrained in my memory. But I don't remember his name. And I feel horrible, but I'm not going to Google it. I'm just going to I'm not going to act like, oh, I know him, I definitely know him. I don't know him, I don't remember him. But I've seen the anime so many times, and it's driving me insane. I haven't watched it in like 10 years, but it's driving me insane. Pokemon, again, Ash is not an S-tier character at all. I don't even think Red is an S-tier character, doesn't even talk. But it's like, Pokemon as a whole, for me, again, the nostalgia just grips my brain too hard. And I mean, I'm still into Pokemon nowadays, and it's like, I just can't not put him in S-tier. You know what I mean? I just can't. And then Gon. I gotta put him there because I haven't watched all of Hunter x Hunter. But I've probably watched 100 episodes total? 150? I started at the beginning, and then everybody was like, yeah, you can skip a lot of the beginning, so I skipped a lot of the beginning. I went to the middle, and I was like, And then I watched some stuff on YouTube whenever he gets fucking long ass hair. I don't remember the name of the transformation. I was like, it's a pretty damn good anime. I feel like if I had been a little kid when I started watching Hunter x Hunter, it'd have been a whole different story. That would be in my top 5. Absolutely, because I loved it. Every bit that I watched. I just don't have time to watch 200 episodes, 150 episodes. I just don't have time nowadays. Right? So I put him up there strictly because of the character he is. That's why he's at the very end of the tier. But, yeah. I'm actually going to swap these two. And I'm actually going to put you last. I just can't remember his fucking name. I just can't remember it. It's driving me nuts. Like, it's fine. Things happen. I'm actually going to pop you down here then. I feel terrible doing that. Nah, I gotta do it. I can't remember his fucking name. I don't remember his name. Alright, I put Light above Yugi. We already explained Light. Yugi, if this had been Joey Wheeler, he'd have been S tier. I just like Wheeler's kind of character. I like that kind of character that's like, they're manufactured for you to like them, but they're also like manufactured for you to be like, hey, stop messing up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's a good, they made a really good dynamic with the original series with the characters that are in it. Tristan's alright. It's alright. I don't dislike Tristan, but he's just kind of Tristan. So, but yeah, definitely. So Yugi A tier, and I think Yami does stick in his S tier. Perfectly fine. I put Naruto and Sasuke here because Sasuke earned his spot in A tier for me at least. He's just too edgy at some points that it's kind of like, bro, you gotta chill back a little bit. If they had given me an option to put Gaara on here as opposed to, or like I said, Jiraiya, that'd be a whole different story. But I put him here because I don't like Naruto as close as I like Kakashi. And I don't like Sasuke as much as I like Naruto. That's it. Simple explained. But Naruto will always hold a very close place in my heart because of when I watched it. 12-year-old Brad was just losing his mind. That was the first time I watched anime, I think. When I first watched Dragon Ball. And then my friend was like, yo, you should watch Naruto. And I was like, alright, I'll check it out. And then he was like, yo, you should watch Bleach. And I was like, alright, I'll check it out. And I got onto all the generic animes. Sorry, my bad. Oops. Eren Yeager and Mikasa. I could put Eren S tier, but I'm kind of waiting to see how Attack on Titan finishes out to really determine if I want him in S tier. Levi's there just because, like I said, his points are badass. But Eren Yeager, he hasn't quite earned S tier for me yet. He's a good protagonist, and they've done a very good thing with his story. And I think Attack on Titan threw everything out the window and was like, screw it, dog, we're doing our own thing. And it's amazing. It's really, really good. The end of Season 3, like the second half of it, was phenomenal. It really genuinely was. So it's definitely earned his spot there, but like, we'll see if he ends up being S tier or not. Mikasa, right below him just because Mikasa and Eren. I put Bon where I put him above Meliodas because to me Bon is another one of those type of characters similar to like a, not like a Joey Wheeler character, but like a similar to that where it's like they feel relatively manufactured to like them. You know what I mean? Like it feels like, okay, you want me to like this character. Like Vegeta. You want me to like him, I got it. You know what I mean? It is very weird. They give us Goku, but not Vegeta. That is kind of funky. Whatever, doesn't matter. But he feels like that kind of character. When the first episode I watched where he was in it, where I was like, well, no doubt I like this character, dog. Like he's meant to be that. Same thing with Meliodas to an extent, where it's like he's just a goofy exterior, and then he's just a badass straight up. I'm a fan of that. I'm not a big fan of the tropes of like him grabbing boobs and stuff. It's like, oh hey, that's hey, I get it. Not my full cup of tea, but it is what it is. So I like it. I'm a fan. We're good. Ukiura, I put him there above Ichigo, which is crazy. And now that I said that, Ichigo's definitely above good. But now, I mean, that's one of the absolute best fights in Bleach. Like, there's no arguing. All the way through the Waco Mundo arc, that's where I was into Bleach. Like I watched it weekly. I TiVo'd that shit. And I'd watch the episode like 3 times. If I had a YouTube channel back then, I would have been doing reviews on Bleach. It was phenomenal. But after that, it kind of just faded off for me. I don't know why it got Ukiura instead of freaking any of the other characters. But you could even give me Chad, and I'd probably put Chad. Well, it doesn't matter. It's fine. But that was a really good send-off to that arc because the Waco Mundo arc was when a lot of things changed. And good or bad, you could really fight either way. But it was a nice send-off for that. I put Inuyasha in A tier because I'm not the biggest Inuyasha fanboy. I'm not. But I do have a lot of memories of waking up at 5 a.m. and just sitting there watching Inuyasha and having no idea what was happening. I was like 6, 7, 8, something like that. No idea what was happening. But I'd wake up for school, and I'd sit there and I'd just like zone out watching it, like, oh, okay. And then I watched it when I got older, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. But again, I feel like there's like this part of anime that there's like this nostalgia value to an extent, where when you watch something and you're completely blind to it, right? You think you go 15 years thinking, it's alright, whatever else. And then you watch it and you're like, it's actually kind of heat. But it's already past that age. You know what I'm saying? It's already past that age. So it is what it is. I don't think you're even supposed to be here, bro. I'm gonna pop you down. I don't recognize who you are. I feel like I know him, but I don't want to take a guess. It's not worth it. I'm generic anime. I already told you that. Okay, Evangelion. I don't remember his name for Evangelion either, but I did. So I watched Evangelion, but the problem is I watched it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So my girlfriend's sleeping. This is like 6 months ago. So my girlfriend's sleeping next to me, and I gotta watch it on silent, reading subtitles. But it was freaking dope. Like, it was really good. And then I watched a bunch of like Evangelion explained videos and all this kind of stuff. Really a top tier anime. Characters, okay. I put him mainly there as a placeholder, just because Evangelion. But he's alright. He gets a lot better towards the end of the series. Beginning, it's kind of like, bruh, can you shut up? He gets a lot, well, bruh, can you stop text? I don't know. It was, I really need to watch anime, like, with voices and everything. English or sub, doesn't matter. It just doesn't have the same vibe when you just read it. You know what I mean? But it was dope, nonetheless. One Punch Man. Now, it took me forever to get around to watching One Punch Man. I watched it like a year and a half ago, something like that. It took me forever, because I just wasn't feeling it. Like, way back in the day, in like 2009, 2008, something like that, I guess, when I was still in high school, it was like, these kind of characters, not Hidden Say, it wasn't even out yet, everybody got compared to Goku. And I was always like, Goku shits on everybody, dog. How about you just back up, bro? And since then, I've gotten rid of that type of nature. Like, I'm able to enjoy things a lot more now without putting Dragon Ball on the top of everything, right? It just takes some time to get older and realize there's a lot of really good anime out there. And you can't compare a lot of these characters together because they're from different universes. Things don't work the same way. It takes time to get there. But One Punch Man, I can acknowledge 100% how effing funny it is. I mean, sincerely, how funny it is. Because it's just dope. And it's the perfect play. The first season's, I've only seen the first, and I guess I totally saw the second season. I don't remember anything about it though. Either way, it's the perfect play on anime to just make a goof of it, but then make kind of a badass anime underneath that. It's really well done. It's good. I definitely recommend it. Full Metal Alchemist. Took me forever to watch it. I didn't watch it again until like 2008, 2009. Phenomenal. I don't have much more to say besides phenomenal. I've watched a lot of theory videos on Full Metal Alchemist, and it's since then expanded, and I want to rewatch it really soon, but it's like, when you say you want to rewatch an anime, and it's like, bro, I want to rewatch like 9 animes. I can't sit here watching 800 episodes of stuff. Like, I just don't have time to do it. Like, I just don't have time to do it. I put her here because I do like Fairy Tail quite a bit, right? I really do like Fairy Tail. And I put her at the top of B tier for a reason, because she's kind of one of the few things about Fairy Tail that really I liked. You know what I mean? That I was actually like into it. As opposed to a lot of Fairy Tail is just not my type of anime. You can kind of get the vibe of my type of anime. It's a lot of shonen stuff. Just how I like what I like. Sorry. Oops, leave a dislike. But when it comes down to Urza, I do think she's a very good character. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy. I could actually pop him in front of her, but then I feel like that's too high up for Fairy Tail. But I put her there because she's one of the very few things about Fairy Tail I actually really, really like. Right? You get what I'm saying. Alright, we're going to speed up a little bit here because we're on B tier and we're already at 15 minutes. I like his Full Metal Alchemist. He's there. Sakura could be A tier, but your boy's an Ino fan. I hate to tell you that. Tanjiro, he's dope. I watched Demon Slayer, but I need to rewatch it again. I was zoning out hard playing Legends and making videos and all this stuff when I watched Demon Slayer, so I need to rewatch that. For sure, 100%. Tokyo Ghoul, need to rewatch it. If you guys follow me over on Twitter, I just tweeted out the other night saying I watched Bonsai Pops. Highly recommend that channel, by the way. I watched a video on Tokyo Ghoul and I was like, bro, I need to rewatch this. I need to rewatch it. Sailor Moon. I remember, again, waking up at like 5 a.m. peeping Sailor Moon. having no idea what was happening, but I actually liked it. And then everybody was like, yo, Brad, are you sure you're not a girl? It was a different time. Yo, Brad, you sure you're not a girl about it? And it's like, no, I'm not, dog. Sailor Moon's dope. And I mean, I have a different mentality than a lot of people. I'm not judgy in the slightest about how you are as a human being. Do what you do. But back then, people were very, very judgy in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's a much different world. I mean, I put him in B tier. I do like that I don't want to say any spoilers. I almost said a big spoiler. I like his character overall. I think he's a good character. I just don't think he's quite as high as Mikasa or Eren. I haven't watched this in a long, long, long time. But I remember the pigs freaking me out quite a bit. I didn't want to put her as high as I would put Inuyasha. I didn't want to put her way up there, right? But it was like, it's fine. I didn't want to put her quite there. Kigome is a good character, but she's not that amazing. I gotta change this song, Dark. I can't do it. I can't do that song anymore. And I'm not really sure. Is this One Punch Man before is he on here twice, or is he a different character? I feel stupid. So I have no idea. If that is him before this, because that's what I feel like that is, I just don't fully remember, then okay, yeah, he earns a spot at B tier because this guy's way more badass. This version of him is way more badass. Sword Art Online, I'm kind of neutral on it. It's kind of mid for me. That's kind of why it's B tier. I don't want to call it bad because I don't think it's bad. I watched the most recent season, like 3 or 4 months ago. It may not be the most recent. I don't know, but it wasn't bad. I didn't give it a chance back when it came out, and I wish I had because I think I would have gotten into it a little bit, but we're here. I put them here because Evangelion's a very good anime. They don't deserve to be lower than that, but I also don't think that they're like A or S tier type characters. I don't like Luffy. Sorry. I like Luffy. I don't like One Piece. That's a better way to word that. I just can't get into it. Sorry, man. There's so much happening. I used to work with this guy named Marshall who would tell me all the time I should watch One Piece. I should watch My Hero Academia. I should watch this and that. Put down Dragon Ball. I just can't, dog. I just can't get the vibe for certain animes. I think it's probably a good anime. Once you're really into it and you're invested in the story, you read the manga and everything, I'm sure it's phenomenal. I just can't quite get into it. I don't remember his name, but he is the sidekick to One Punch Man, correct? He's a good character. I like the depth of one of them being super serious. I want to be super powerful. And then one of them being a goof, and he is super powerful. I like that dynamic quite a bit. He earns a spot in C tier. Sorry, dog. Sorry, dog. He's a good character, but the show's alright. Elizabeth, I put her down in C tier. She can actually move on up to B tier as I'm rethinking it. She's actually not a bad character. I actually like Hawk more than I like Elizabeth. Sorry. I actually like Diane more than I like Deanne more than I like Elizabeth. Sorry, but it is what it is. She earns her spot in B tier for sure. My Hero Academia, yeah? Yeah, you're in your spot in C tier. I can't remember your name. So. I just recognize him. Say that with you. You can go right next to him. You guys both are in your spot here. I don't remember his name. But I don't want to put them in I don't know because I definitely recognize him. I don't know the name. I'm not a My Hero Academia fan. I apologize. It's just kind of not my full cup of tea. I hear it's a lot better nowadays, but not my cup of tea. Time's already passed for me. Boruto, I gotta put him down there. I don't think it's as bad as people give it credit for, or like say it is. I really think people don't give it enough credit, but I don't think it's not what Naruto was. That's the best way. It's not what Naruto was. She's not bad. Tanjiro's sister, I don't remember what her name is, but she's not a bad character or anything like that. I don't know what happens beyond like episode 9? 10? Later on in the series, I don't remember what happens after that. And then I pop these two guys down here because I know their faces. I know you're from Demon Slayer, but I just don't remember your name. And that tells me probably don't know you that well. And I think that's, what is it, Black Butler? I recognize him, but other than that, I really didn't recognize any of these characters. There might be a couple if I really sat down, like I recognize her. There might be a couple ones that I could really, yeah, like I know you. Actually, ooh. Snap, bro. I gotta pop you in B tier just because the anime is actually a really good anime. I don't remember much about it. I still want to watch Dr. Stone. I know a lot of these characters. We're gonna leave it as is because if I didn't touch on it, that means I probably really don't know it, or I really just don't care enough to not touch on it. I'm gonna get out of here. This is now a 20-minute video. I do apologize. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. You got to see a little bit of my insights. Let me know down below how much I suck ass and I'm terrible. I'm a horrible anime fan. Make sure you click that dislike button, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.